Hello there, I'm Simperfect. Have a look at this, what we made last episode. This is the power plant area of our industrial complex. Today I'm going to be making a place for people to live, a place for the workers to reside, and I think it's going to be over on this side of the river, and then they can cross over using this motorway. Or potentially I'm going to build a tram line that's going to come across and join up with the industrial thing. So I'm going to do the road layout, kind of faffing around on a time lapse. I'll see you afterwards. Hello again. Okay, so I've laid out the road pattern that we want for this residential area. I've also attached the two sides of the river with this bridge, which is a tram track, just trams, no road. So that means that the people who want to drive across are going to have to go onto the motorway, which I think is a good idea. I've built this interchange. It's a bit, it's a bit odd. Not your standard interchange, but I think the Soviets tend to do weird things anyway, so why not? Okay, so you can, once you are trying to get from here to over the river, you have to come down here and then you would turn right, and you can either go this way to leave the city, or you could go that way to get to the industrial area. We'll see if any problems occur. So far we've only got this one guy. Who's this guy? He is a garbage truck collecting garbage. What garbage? Not entirely sure. He's probably coming over here, or maybe just turning round. Don't really know. He's coming from one of these incinerators. Okay, so my next thing is then that we're going to lay down some residential. First of all, I'm going to lay this district, and you'll see why. Okay, I love the district tool. It's very satisfying to paint. Here we go. I'm going to call this district Tereshkova, named after the first woman in space. Now we've got this thing where we can click style, and I've downloaded from the workshop a Soviet style, Soviet number 1. I don't know what the number 2s would be like, but here's Soviet number 1. And that's going to mean that only buildings from this style that are appropriate are going to build here. Do we need policies? Let's have a look. Oh gosh, there are so many, aren't there? I have a feeling that we should do those. Maybe not, we're going to have quite a lot. Let's boost the parks and recreation, but actually not boost education. In fact, I'm going to preemptively put schools out on. Because we're going to have such an industrial city, I'm worried that people are going to over-educate themselves. So we're going to try and limit that. Harsh prison sentences, I definitely think so. No electricity for heat, not allowed. I think you have to use the central heating, as in the city central heating. Let's have tax relief for low density residential. Yeah. We need to get people in, basically. Any city planning. Biking would be cool. Maybe we'll build a bike bridge. Old town. Nah. Okay, these are snow-specific ones. Studded tires. Sounds good, actually. Anti-slip studs. That seems ridiculous. Like, we're literally putting studs on the old people so that they don't slip. I think it would be better to... Let's click it and imagine that we've put the studs onto the actual pavement. That's a bit more realistic, I feel. Okay. That's just done for Tereshkova. Oh, all those symbols. Okay, let's start laying some residential. It's going to be dense residential. Now, this particular building set that we've got has got loads of different things to build. So we're kind of going to lay some stuff and see what occurs. Let's experiment. So let's do 3x4 that way here. I want to be quite sparse with it. Let's hope that 3x4 works, and we'll leave. We'll put quite a few of them in. Is that even? They're going to kind of swoosh, but the river swooshes anyway. Ooh, that river is flowing low. May have to try that, something different with that, with the pumping. Okay, so we've tried 3x4. Let's try it the other way around. Kind of halfway down the line. Whip, whip. Okay. And then maybe a shorter 2x3 in here. Mouse going everywhere, 2x3. And then even. So, no thank you. Right, so that's quite a few different bits and bobs. Need to get power from over here. I love using these lights. Which one should we use? Let's use white in this area. And how are we going to do it? Let's pass a swoosh Swoosh, technical turn. Down here. And then is it going to catch? I think it'll catch this one. If not, we might have to help it along. What else are they going to need? They're going to complain about various things. Should we just let them complain? Okay. Go. Should speed it up. You can see I've used the I don't think they look very good. I think they look fine. Interesting. Four by four. T. Okay. Ooh, there you go. That is the kind of thing I'm imagining. So, if I'm... Yeah, I'm going to try and put them along the edge here. I'm going to pause actually for 1 second. Ah, so I could... no, because I want those to demolish. Demolish, demolish, demolish. Add that in. There we go. So hopefully things like that will build along the water edge. And then we can have... So which ones did we like? Space. Bang, bang, bang. Quite red. Some... Okay. easier if it wasn't. Nope. Okay, I think we're gonna just be happy with it. So I could send this one up here. I think that's good. This guy doesn't want to build, so I'm gonna actually give them another way through. Okay, one thing we've not done yet is to put in the tram system. Should we wait for the day? Ooh. A little bit Lion King, that one actually. Quite a nice sunrise. Okay, we've probably got enough light to be laying down some tram tracks. With these roads that are connecting to the central avenue, I've done them run one way, so you have to leave that way and you have to enter that way. But I'm presuming that if you're going by tram, you're quite possibly going to go by foot. I'm not sure if you can put... Oh, you can! You can put a stop here. So what we could do is make a pedestrian pathway. And we'll build a stop there as our first. So we want to stop somewhere that's convenient for these guys to change onto this tramway. Doesn't really look like there's an obvious place. Which is silly. So I might have to change that. Is it because I didn't want people stopping on this road because it might get busy near the intersection? That's probably the reason. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Will I go underneath? Yerk. No, definitely not. Practically just rock. You know what, until it becomes a problem, I'm just going to leave it there. So that means... Ooh, sorry, yes. You there. We'll go to here. And then it's going to probably go through here, round the roundabout, coming back to here to pick people up from work, take them back home. Now we also want to catch these people over here. And I think we'll have a central-ish thing. Ah! We've not made a turnabout. Turnabout? I'm going to say that that's a word. It is now. Okay, we're going to bring this road back. And this is probably, only probably, going to be temporary. Okay, nice and big there as well, because I've got an idea of what can go inside it. Okay, so that means the trams can turn around. Right, back to the tram track. And we're going to take it, there we go, so it's going round the turning, back to here, and then to there. And then there's only 6 stops on this line, nice and, like, nimble. Okay, I'm going to call this Tereshkova 1. Tereshkova, what colour should she be? So it's yellow over here, because she's this kind of the sky. Let's go for blue, lighter, paler. Okay, sky blue. There we go. Good. Tereshkova number 1. And so we should have trams leaving the tram stop, tram station. Yeah, coming through. Excellent. What we can actually do is follow these along. I love this. Don't quite know why I get such a thrill from this kind of thing. Where are they going? Okay, I'm going to follow this one instead. Because hopefully they're going, yes, across the bridge. Our sewage pipes are working. The water pumps are also working, but it's kind of causing a drainage of water levels, so I may end up moving the water pumps further downstream since they're not going to be contaminated by the outflow pipe. I love that building there. Stopping here. Ah, no. How are there people here? I've not even built the walkway. They must have walked all the way around. That's a bit bizarre. Yeah, look, they're coming. Okay, so I'll make them an easier way of walking. Can keep. Alright, it's going to take me a while to get used to the fact that these paths have moved. So we're going to go from there, vaguely keeping the angle of the road going. How does that look? Do we want a straight one? Or we could curve. I quite like the straight one. Now, I was also thinking of joining all these up. Like the edges, a kind of riverside walk. Yeah, so it could be actually separate. Oh, no, tried to click on that and made appear. So all I'm doing is following along the random curves of this riverbed. Okay, and then when it gets here, we're gonna curve it round. Yeah. And bring it all the way over here. Maybe straight now. Ooh. Snapping off. Straight to there. Good. Now can we? Yeah, we can. Right, I think that's great. Should we make it symmetrical? I love that. Okay. I quite like it sparse and bare, but maybe there'll be some kind of massive grass that's taller than a person. Excellent. I love these cypress trees. I prefer this one, I think. But it's not got snow on it, and it is kind of not ideal for this landscape. Some of these trees don't have snow on. Some of them it doesn't make much sense to upgrade the mod if it's not the kind of tree that lives in a snowy area. Now you see that tree would be good with some snow, but clearly it's not. Clearly it's not been updated. Whereas these basic ones, the ones that come with the base game, have definitely been updated. And we've got some really small pine trees. That one's quite small. I fear it's going to look alpine if I put too many pines in. Little bush. Oh gosh, the bush looks completely dead. Bush number 2, it's a bit fuller. These bushes are quite nice in the snow. Why does it matter so much? Why on earth does it matter so much? How about some lights? Where's my thing? So I've got these coloured lights, which I quite like. And after dark, so the lamppost that comes with the paths, the kind of old style lamppost, I can now place as a prop. What are these floodlights? Let's see. Blue. Blue because the thing is blue. The tramway is blue. Maybe let's try that. I'll have to wait till night time to see what it really looks like. Oh, not exactly even. Yeah, let's change this one. Okay. That may or may not look good. We should have to see. Anything else we've got to place down around here? Got these rocky props. What do you think? Whoa. Some of them are pretty big. Massive. Not so massive. But then what are they there for? I've not got a massive amount of props because I don't want to slow the game down. Too much. Let's put bushes along the edge. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait until nightfall. What time is it? Kind of early evening. Will it tell me exactly what time it is? No, it will not. I think that's quite nice. Right, we've got some crime going on. I mean, of course we have. Let's build a police station. I've got both the European and the international styles unlocked for the service buildings, because some of the European stuff I think works really nicely with this, but then I didn't want the European row houses. Russia does have that kind of stuff, I guess, in St. Petersburg. The more European focused side of Russia does have that kind of stuff. But I think actually the international style works better for the Soviet theme, except for particularly the schools. I think these European concrete block schools are going to be perfect for our theme. Let's build this police station. Will it fit in here? I think it might look quite nice there, or maybe there would be better. Okay, let's put it there. Little police station. I love how the snow is just automatically added to these buildings now. I think that was a clever decision on behalf of Colossal Order, the people who are making this game. Ooh, wow. Those blue lights are pretty obnoxious. Kind of cool looking, but you wouldn't want to live in this building here. Okay, I'm actually going to get rid of those because it looks like some kind of sci-fi futuristic trolleybus, which is not quite what we're going for. What should we do instead? So we've got red going along there. We've got white going along here. Red again? I'm feeling red actually. So where were they? Power. Red. Now, how many? They don't cast out a lot of light, these ones. So I'm going to have 3. Oh, gosh. Yes, do that. I wish we had an undo button. That would make me very happy. Okay, back to red lights. Need one here. There we go. That isn't going to destroy any paths. 2, 3. Great. Well, let's see what happens once they kick in red. Oh, it is actually lighting up this building. They're going to have to deal. Could give them a tree. Like some trees. Trees have moved into the landscaping. Right, remember that. Trees, trees. Good. I like that quite a bit. This path running down the river is giving us some light. The thing with these dirt paths is that they don't have lights on them, and I think that's quite nice. If we lit up everything, it would look a bit weird. Still don't have any industrial building. What could we do? Let's build a few more 4x4s. And maybe supplement them with smaller buildings in between. I know I don't want to go too dense, but we do need to fill ourselves out a little bit. I'm going to be a bit mean and delete these until we get those back. Tick, 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 tick. Now what we could do is put some low density as well. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to fill these in with low density. Are they watered? Yes, they are. What's this building? I'm going to actually speed it up overnight. Oh, that's an interesting symbol. Oh, that's heating. Because I've told them they're not allowed to use electricity for heating. Okay. Water. Yeah, that's the power. I'm going to actually just pass it along this main avenue. Great, I think that's sorted. This is really bright around here. I actually don't love it. We'll see what it is like once more of the buildings have come in. There you go. This guy gets the memo. We want all these taller buildings, please. These have filled out dead quick. And slow down again. We have our first snowfall. It's just a little bit gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, well done, Colossal Order. Well played. I think this may be a nice... Ooh, we have dead people. Because we don't have any hospitals. People are kind of dying. Fair enough. Crematorium. Where should we place those? We don't yet have a kind of municipal centre for things like this. We're going to have to build one at some point. Maybe around here. Let's plonk it down here for now at least. Okay, cool. Oof, it's so hard to see things. When it's snowing and night. We do have the dawn rising. Here we have the hearses leaving to pick up the dead bodies. Bit grim, but one of the realities, I guess, of urban life. Do hope we get some industrial. Maybe once we hit a certain population milestone, the demand will start rising. Why won't you build exactly what I want you to build? So selfish. I do love this game so much. Thank you for indulging me. I'm just gonna connect these roads to the riverside path, which I realise I've forgotten to do. I think the pedestrian walkways allow bikes as well, whereas the bike paths do not allow pedestrians. Wonder how much use we'll see of those. I don't want to build the quays along this side of the river. If you look at the kind of map of Magnitogorsk, it looks like this was a natural river, which they've kind of made artificial with this stuff over here. So this bank is an artificial bank, whereas this bank is mostly natural. Except for this shape over here, which looks like, you know, it's too straight for it to be natural. So we'll put a quay over there, but actually along this side we're not going to have the quays as beautiful as they are. I need to get rid of this sand texture now. It was at the bottom, and it is at the bottom of the water to make it look different from the river water, and I quite like that as an idea. It's just that it's overlapping a bit now into the onto the mainland. I can see these guys are going to fight me every step of the way. Fair enough. Okay, I'm actually going to leave this episode here now, guys. Thanks for watching. As I say, I'm really enjoying this. Let me know if you are, or if you're not, if there's something else I could do to make it more exciting for you. By all means, I'd love to hear what you think. Okay, so I'll see you next time.